Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So how was the test?
Ma'am, it was good.
Easy, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, it was some hard.
Somewhat hard. Why?
Ma'am, I got doubt in the first bit, second question, ma'am. That components of food.
Okay. Wait. We will
Ma'am, the
discuss.
homework part. He said.
Okay, homework part. Okay, that one homework you didn't do.
Ma'am, we did, ma'am.
Then so actually I have not seen your papers.
Ma'am, when will the results come?
Ma'am,
Yeah, I'll share. I'll correct and share. Yeah.
ma'am, actually, I sent only one picture, ma'am. I wrote a whole answers, but I could only send one, ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am, I sent it from another ma'am.
I could not understand. Like you sent Manisha ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So last class we were talking about test for starch and test for proteins, right? So can you guys recall what we did in test for starch and what we did in test for protein?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, can you guys explain me that?
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, in for test for starch, we take some item of starch.
Okay.
Some item. Then we put some drops of iodine in it.
Okay.
And if the item changes into blue-black, we it proves that it contains starch.
Okay. Test for protein?
Ma'am, can I tell for protein?
Yeah.
Ma'am, first we should take the item and put it in a test tube. Then we should add 10 drops of water.
Okay.
Then we should add 2 drops of drops of
Yeah, 2 drops of.
so 2 drops of copper sulfate. Copper sulfate. Then like 10 drops of sodium hydroxide, also like caustic soda.
Yeah, both are same.
Yes, ma'am.
Caustic soda and sodium hydroxide are same. So the
Yes,
test
ma'am.
but if you shake well and let the test tube stand for a few minutes, so then you see the content of test tube turn violet. So we saw one video also on that, based on the intensity of the violet color. You can tell the egg white, when we take egg white, when we did in the egg white, it was turning into dark violet. It means it indicated the presence of strong protein, like strong presence of protein, high amount of protein presence was there, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we did this table as homework. You gave this table as homework.
Yeah, what was the result?
Ma'am, I did this.
Okay, fine. So the column that you left, you don't know. Okay, that's yes or no. You don't know.
Ma'am, I know, but you said not to do facts.
Yeah, I said not to do that. Yeah, fine. So what about the rest of the people did?
Yes, ma'am, I did, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Test for fats. Now we are entering into test for fats. Take a small quantity of a food item, wrap it in a piece of paper and crush it. You can take any quantity of food item. Take care that paper does not tear. Now straighten the paper and observe it carefully. Does it have any oily patch? Hold the paper against light? Are you able to see light faintly through this patch? An oily patch on the paper show that the food item contains fat. So what is that oily patch actually? That's an oil, right? For example, you take a vada, just piece of vada, crush it in the paper, piece of paper. Can you able to see some sort of oil there?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have almost all the food items we put oil. If we are cooking also, even in cooking, we put oil, we add oil, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
almost all the substances, whatever we eat, contains oil. Okay. So an oily patch on the paper shows that. So oil, if some substance is having oil, it means it is having the presence of fat. Fat is present. The food item may sometimes contain a little water also. Therefore, after you have rubbed an item on the paper, let the paper dry for a while. If there were any water that may have come from food, it would dry up, and after some time, if no oily patch shows up after this, the food item does not contain any fat. So they are telling like when you crush the food with the paper, sometimes water can also come. So if it is water, it will get evaporate. But if it is oil, it won't. It will be still in the paper. So you can identify in that case, you can identify the water or oil, whatever it is. Yes. So what do these tests shows are fats, proteins and starch present in all the food item that you tested. Does a food item contain more than one nutrient? Does a food item contain more than one nutrient?
Yes, ma'am.
Obviously, yes,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
You have plenty of variety of nutrients that is there in all the food items. So you cannot just say it is having only carbohydrates, it is having only protein. So if you take any food item, it will have variety of nutrients, not only one. Okay. We tested food items for three nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. There are other nutrients like vitamins and minerals that are present in different food items. So we know nutrients and minerals, vitamins and minerals are also present in various food items, not only just fat and things, right? So we will have the test for that also. What they are present in different food items. Why do we need all those nutrients? So we discussed this point already, right? So different kind of nutrients help us in different ways. Like vitamins help us in certain thing, minerals help us for certain things, carbohydrates help us for certain things, right? We already discussed about this,
Yes,
correct?
ma'am.
Yes. Wait a second. I'll share you something. Okay. Hope you can see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Our cooking is actually quite good.
Is that? And we do.
And what test is for it?
Fat. Fat. So first one they did is a paper test, that whatever we saw in the book, right? Now the second
Yes.
one they are trying is emulsion test. So this one you can note it down. As this is not in your book, you can note it down. So in emulsion test, they are using isopropyl alcohol. They are first taking a component that is having the fat content, that is normal coconut oil that is having fat content, and they are using isopropyl alcohol. 2 ml of isopropyl alcohol. That is important. Yeah. And then 2 ml of water. So you saw that it turned into one smoky liquid, smoke color liquid, in the sense like grayish color liquid, non-transparent. Before it was transparent, and now it has become translucent, or like you can say non-transparent. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you see the changes? So what are the components they use for emulsion test for fats? First, they have taken a coconut oil, 2 drops of coconut oil, and they have
Alcohol, SOP alcohol.
Yeah, isopropyl alcohol, and that is how much ml? 2 ml. 2 ml of isopropyl alcohol, and then water. 5, I think so. How much ml of water? 2 ml of water. Adding all this mixture together gives them a non-transparent mixture.
Ma'am, so if it's a non-transparent mixture, it's like the item contains fat.
You cannot conclude like that. Yeah, you can say like that. The color should be like a dark grayish, smoky appearance. You can conclude like that. Yes. Because the isopropyl alcohol mixed with water and with coconut oil. So that indicates the presence of starch.
Ma'am, fats.
Fats, sorry, fats. Yeah. This is the emulsion test for fat. You can take any fat item, any food item that contains high amount of fat, can test this. Now they are taking peanuts. Before we know that if you take oil, for sure the fat is present. Now we are checking with peanut. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You can see the oil is present in the peanut also while crushing it. Now we are taking peanut, crushed peanuts, and you're adding the same isopropyl alcohol. They're using filter paper. They are filtering the solution. And now they are again doing the emulsion test. They are taking this liquid. Maybe they will add again the Now you saw again, right? the mixture is getting changed in appearance. But for peanuts, we didn't do it directly with the peanuts. We have taken the peanuts, we crushed it, we have taken the isopropyl alcohol, we added to it, and then we extracted the peanuts extract only. Not we are using not the solid peanuts. Yes,
Yes.
that is the main point to be noted. Yeah. So we have already in your book we have paper test with the paper, normal paper. Now we have studied about emulsion test also. In emulsion test, what are the two important components that we are requiring?
Isopropyl
And water, ma'am.
Isopropyl alcohol and water. These are the two important components that are used. And yes. Now they're taking lemon. So do you think lemon will have the fat content?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
lemon.
No, ma'am. It has vitamin C.
Yes, exactly. It has high water content, not fat. Yeah.
Yes.
So what will be the result if I'm doing the emulsion test for lemon?
Ma'am, I think it will be
Ma'am, it will
transparent.
not change in color.
Yeah, you will not feel any change in color. I guess so. We'll see what's happening. Can you see? The solution is still transparent. It's not becoming non-transparent, or it is not changing its color to smoky gray. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can
Yes,
conclude
ma'am.
that it is not having the presence of fat.
Yes.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Um, then we have seen isopropyl alcohol. So what will be the chemical formula of isopropyl alcohol? It is actually CH3, CHO, CH3. I think so. Wait a minute. Where is the PPT? So it will be for isopropyl alcohol. CH3, CHO, CHOH, I think, then CH3 again. The alkyl group, OH group. And you will have diagram also for this. Like somewhat, I think so. Like you have an OH group here, so definitely one OH will be there. You will not have any two bonds, only single bond. So this is the isopropyl alcohol. And the rest two, you will have CH3, CH3. Can basically write like this also, OH group, CH3, CH3. If you see, the inner, like how it will be arranged, isopropyl alcohol, it's basically H will be there, H, CH, triple C will come in front and H will be here. And then each C is having 3H, right? So you have to draw this diagram. Each C having 3H. So this C will have 3H and this C will have 3H. So already 2H is this side and you have, and Apart from that, you have a OH group. So you have an alkyl group. This is called as, if OH is there, you can say it is alkyl group. Alkyl group is there. So OH.
Ma'am, your voice is low, ma'am.
Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So did you guys understand what I was telling?
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
So this is a diagram, CH3. So we saw this is the chemical formula of isopropyl alcohol. So how it will be arranged? So you have triple C's. In the CC, 1, 2, 3C you have. Just put 3C first. And then for each C, you have 3 H's, right? CH3, CH3. So I will have 3H for each C of these 3.
Ma'am, but the C in the middle doesn't have three
Does
H's.
not have, does not have. But in the C in the middle is having 2H and 1 O, right? So in the one side it is having OH, that is alkyl group, OH, and another side you will have H. Yes, you can still write this OH as, O and H, O and H. So this OH group is called as the base, or you can say, not base, you can say, yeah, you can say it is a base group or like alkyl group.
Do we need to remember this?
What?
Do we need to remember this?
No, you're not clear.
Ma'am, like it's a bit hard to remember.
I'm so sorry. Are you guys hearing what Neha is telling?
Yes, ma'am.
What she's telling?
She's telling that should we remember this?
Yeah, you have to. You have to, yes. So isopropyl alcohol, this one basic diagram, basic bond diagram, you can remember this also. And its internal, more defined structure will be this. So you have to remember, because we are using emulsion test for fat. So in emulsion test for fat, so what are the components required? Any food items that contain fat, basically. This is actually test for fat. So any food item you can take that contain fat is not necessary. And then you need isopropyl alcohol. Can you guys tell me the isopropyl alcohol's chemical formula?
Ma'am, CH3, CHOH, and CH3.
H,
CH3.
yes. And then we need water.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know how to do the test. Yeah? We saw in the video. You take the test tube, add the food component, and then you add 2 ml of isopropyl alcohol and 2 ml of water based on the food item that you're taking. If you're taking liquid food item, for example, we took oil in the first time, 2 ml, 2 ml is enough. And then what will be the result if the solution turning non-transparent? Or you can say if the solution is opaque. You can use both the words, or you can say basically you can say if color change is happening, if there is a color change, then you can say it is having the presence of fat. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
got it. Now you have 2 tests for fat. One is paper test, that is given in your book, normal paper test. You know how to do the paper test.
Yes, ma'am.
And then second test is emulsion test. Yeah, got it now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what do various nutrients do for our body? We know that, right? Or so each and every nutrients have their own impact on our body. If you increase the protein content, if you increase the vitamin content, if you increase the mineral content, each is having their own good and bad as well. So you should not intake more amount of fat. That is causing, that will cause bad health effect. That will have bad health impact on your health. to have a bad impact on your health. If you're taking a lot of sugar, that is again having a bad impact on your health, right? Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. So, for whatever food item we are taking in, you have the limit for that. So, carbohydrates mainly provide energy to our body because our staple food is carbohydrate. We take rice as the staple food. Yeah. Fat also gives us energy. In fact, fats give much more energy as compared to the same amount of carbohydrates. Fat is also giving us energy. I don't know whether you guys remember or not. We were studying in the starting of this chapter. We studied what are the usage of carbohydrates, what are the use of fat. So, can you tell me one important thing fat is used for?
Ma'am, it provides energy and keeps us warm.
Ma'am
Haha,
provides long-term
And
energy.
long-term energy. And one more important thing, I think
protects our organs.
yeah, organ protection is there. Yeah, protects organ. So long-term energy is very important point. It is giving long-term energy and important for cell structure and protecting the organs also. And for carbohydrates, we saw its primary source of food of the body. That is the rice that we are taking in. So vitamin A, now they are telling about vitamin A. Vitamin A keeps our skin and eyes healthy. So they'll tell vitamin A if you have to take the vitamin A more if you're having some eye problems or skin problems. Vitamin C helps the body to fight against many diseases. Vitamin D helps our body to use calcium for bones and teeth. We all know this, right? These are very basic. So everybody used to tell vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, these things everyone used to say you to take in a high amount, right? So all
Yes.
the vitamins are having no, they are having certain nutrition value or like they have certain advantage to keep our body in a good way. Food that are rich in different vitamins are shown in the figure. So if you see the figure, you have a lot of grams like moong dal, tur dal, grams. So these are all rich in proteins, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever dal you intake, those all though no, these all dals are rich in proteins, protein content, right?
Yes.
Ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
do we get only vitamin D from sunlight?
Yeah, either vitamin D content is high, you can say, from the sunlight that you're, getting.
Ma'am, we don't get vitamin D from food.
We get vitamin D from food also.
Okay,
We
ma'am.
we do get vitamin D from the food. For example, see here, all these like fish, meat, all these oily fish, meat, these are all rich in vitamin D. Egg yolks are also rich in vitamin D.
Okay, ma'am.
Mainly, these all the things, whatever it's present here, oily fish, fish will have high amount of vitamin D. For
Ma'am,
each,
it's given in the end of the page.
yeah, yeah. See here, I think it's given here, right? See, yeah. Minerals are needed to our body in small amounts. Each one is essential or often called as bodybuilding foods. Okay, each one is essential or often called as bodybuilding foods. I think there is a continuation of, yeah.
Ma'am, your voice is really low.
No, I can't get you.
Ma'am, your voice is really low.
Now am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So see here, some sources of vitamin D, some sources of vitamin C, amla, lemon, green chili, guava, orange, tomato. These items are having high amount of vitamin C. And whatever we discussed just before, fish, milk, meat, these are all rich in vitamin D. So you have to remember this. Better, today's homework will be like you can take like make a table. You just make a table and note it down which food item is rich in which one. For example, just see and write. No need to discover anything. Just they themselves have given here. So, so some source of vitamin A is papaya, carrot, mango. You identify some other food item also that are rich in vitamin A. And then you make a table for vitamin B and write down these things: liver, wheat, rice, and any other vitamin B, food rich in vitamin B. Write down that and take vitamin C and then take vitamin D. Yeah. What are fat soluble vitamins?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
vitamins
vitamin
which
K.
can
Vitamin K.
Mm-hmm.
Vitamin C.
Okay.
ma'am, vitamin C,
Vitamin E.
vitamin
It's
D.
vitamin A, D, E, K. That's all. Vitamin A, D, E, K. All are fat soluble vitamins. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Water soluble vitamins are C and B. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
You have to remember that also. You have to remember two things. What are the fat soluble vitamins and what are the vitamins that are water soluble? And the second thing is, what are the food item rich in this? Fat and, water. Sorry, vitamin A. What are the food items rich in vitamin A? You have to make a table on that. That will be your homework. Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Vitamins are of different kinds known by different names. So some of these are vitamin A, C, D, E, and K. There is also a group of vitamin called vitamin B complex. Our body need all types of vitamins in small quantities. Vitamin A keeps our skin and eyes healthy. Okay, this is the continuation of this. So actually we read it wrong. That's why I'm saying like why vitamins are called as bodybuildings. So foods containing fats are often called as bodybuilding food. Yeah, you have to remember this. So whenever you have protein rich food or fat rich food, you call them as bodybuilding foods. Yeah.
Ma'am, we call proteins as bodybuilding foods, right?
Yeah, both fats and proteins, especially proteins. And proteins are used by these gym people who go for gym, no, regularly. They have to keep their muscles very strong. They take a lot of protein. Yeah,
Yes.
fat also. So you just see logically, when you intake a lot of oily food, you will become obese, right? You will become overweight, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So that mean that it's building your body. So it's basically fat also comes under your body building food. they they create unusual weight, and they increase your weight unusually, so they are called as bodybuilding food. If you want to get if you want to get energy also, as well as your body also should be trim and slim, then better to go for vitamins, mineral rich food. Yeah, mostly you can avoid this carbohydrates, starch, and fatty foods. Protein you can take. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
But carbohydrates gives you a lot of energy. Fat also gives you a lot of energy. So for that we are taking in small quantity, but it should be only in the small quantity. When you increase this quantity of these food item, they leads to unwanted obesity in our body. Our body also prepares vitamin D in the presence of sunlight. Nowadays, insufficient exposure to sunlight is causing vitamin D deficiency in many people. So, as some of you, I think Harshit has asked, so our body also prepares vitamin D in the presence of sunlight. Yeah, we get the vitamin D. Nowadays, we are not going outside, so that's not a practice. We are just, waking up in the morning and then doing our daily chores. That's all, going to school and colleges and office. We don't care about standing in front of sunlight. Yeah, so that's why people are getting vitamin D deficiency. And I have given an homework also, right, to find the stats, like which age group of people is getting vitamin D deficiency. Remember? Yeah. Neha, I think you only did that uh, homework, right?
Which homework?
The statistics that tells which age group of people are getting which vitamin deficiency.
Ma'am, even I did.
Huh? Yeah. You guys did. Some of you did. So in that you would have given, no, like vitamin D deficiency is good, more in which age group? Yes. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Yeah, I'm asking some question, no? Which age group of the people vitamin D is missing?
Ma'am, 5 to 30.
5 to 30. Okay, fine. So that was the statistics. So is that a correct statistics, Adya and Neha?
Ma'am, what are we doing?
I am just asking, you guys did a homework on the statistics, which age group of the people suffer more from vitamin D? You guys did the homework. I'm asking the statistics, like which age group is suffering more, like that. So wait a minute. I myself will search. It's actually infants and older adults. Um, so people over the age of 65 years can get vitamin D deficiency. Yeah.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Our body needs all type of vitamins in for proper growth of body and to maintain good health. Some sources of different minerals are shown in the figure 1.10. I think that we saw 1.10. Where is we here? 1.10 here. Most food items usually have more than one nutrient. We know that, right? Most of the food items, they have more than one nutrient. You may have noticed this while recording your observations. However, in a given raw material, one particular nutrient may be present in much larger quantity than the others. For example, rice has more carbohydrates than other nutrients. Thus, we say that rice is a carbohydrates rich source of food. So I think you have got the idea what they are trying to say. You cannot say only one kind of thing present in a food item. So you have, many different kind of nutrients present in a food item, but the quantity matters. So the quantity matters. So for example, if you take that day we had test for protein, we have taken the egg white. So it doesn't mean that only egg white is having the protein, but the amount of protein content there in the egg white was more than the milk, right? We did the test for milk also, but the purple color was not that dark. But when you went for protein in the egg, it was so dark. So we can say that egg is rich in protein, right? Like that, we can say if you take any food item, we cannot just say only one kind of nutrient present in that, but you will have a majority. As they said, if you take vitamin C, so if you take any kind of, for example, citrus, vitamin C is more in that. We can say that is a vitamin C rich food. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Besides these nutrients, our body needs dietary fibers and water. We need dietary fibers also and water also. Dietary fibers are also known as roughage. Roughage is mainly provided by plant products in our food. Whole grains and pulses, potatoes, fresh fruits, and vegetables are main sources of roughage. Yeah, we need dietary fibers and water also for our food item, like in for our body. So dietary fibers are also known as roughage. We say what are dietary fibers? The fiber, like day to day, every day, whatever we are taking in. Like you can say, nuts, seeds, legumes. So for example, badam, pista, these are all also, rich in fibers. These are also food very good for our health. These are also dietary fibers, the nuts. whole grains, seeds, legumes, the fruits, vegetables. No, fruits, vegetables also come under roughage. Whatever food that we are taking in daily course, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Roughage does not provide any nutrient to our body, but it is essential component of food and add to its bulk. This helps our body to get rid of undigested food. Yes. So we have to eat some certain things in our day-to-day life. For example, badam, pista, they are all rich in fibers. Those are also very important in our food items, like in our food menu. Yes.
Ma'am, like eating an apple is better than drinking the juice of it.
Correct. That is what they are trying to say. Yeah. So also, so whatever you just said now, that's a very good point. It's not just about the nutrients that we intake, it's also about the form in which we are intaking it. Sometimes we intake it in the liquid form, sometimes we intake it in solid form. So which one will have good impact and which one is advisable also? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So I think you remember the homework of today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then we'll meet in the next class. Revise the topics from the first of this lesson, okay? I'll correct your paper and send the results. Yes? Yes, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yeah, then bye bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a nice day.